Okay, everybody, welcome IR-F4 at Watkins Glen. Now, I'm going to tell you right up front,
20 minutes.
There's two races.
Get ready.
Because the first one didn't last too long.
Go, go, go.
So here we go.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
You see, we qualified P14 out of 24 cars, I believe. And, you know, just trying to stay safe in the beginning. You know, trying to let things shake out, see where everything lands. And got a decent start. Managed to hold my position. Car behind's only 3/10 behind, so, you know, he's right on our tail. And we're coming into that very, very tricky chicane where a lot of cars have trouble. A lot of people have trouble. Matter of fact, there's a video I had in a USF 2000 here. And I did like a drift slide around that chicane. It was pretty cool. I managed to hold on to it, but it was pretty tricky. So like I said, this is the first race of two. And I'll try not to make the video too long. You can see, you know, people are jockeying for position. Nothing much happening here. And right now I'm feeling pretty good. Get a little dive bomb on the inside, but I decide to let him go. No sense fighting this early. You know, let him do his thing. I haven't raced in about a week, so I was a little tentative in the beginning. And here we go, coming down the front straight. And you know you're going to be challenged at the corner at the end of the straight. JF Touchette tucks it on the inside of us here. And he makes a move,
right side,
which forces us to the outside. Right. We have Liam Chartrand, who spun out, and he just came right back on the track. No hesitation, bad rejoin, wiped me out. End of my race.
They're showing the meatball flag. We'll need to come into the pits for repairs.
So let's go take a look at that and see what happened. All right, here we are. Number 4 car is Liam, and he tucks it inside the number 1 car, and they just come together and spin. But you can see Liam doesn't hesitate. And just a horrible rejoin, Liam. Awful. Wrecked my race. Now we're going to look from the cockpit of Liam's car. All right, here we go. Here's Liam, number 4 car. He comes inside the number 1. The number 1 comes down on him. Liam goes into a spin, and you can see no hesitation. Just pulls right back out, and that's me. He wiped me out. All right, and he sent me an apology after the race, but I don't know. Yeah, I didn't reply to him because I was ticked off, to tell you the truth. Well, these are the stats from that race. Pretty ugly. Minus 55 I rating, minus 0.03 safety rating. We ended up, you know, down the bottom of the pack, P19 or something. Yeah, just a horrible race. Split was 22-34. And we'll go to the next race. All right, here we are, race 2. And we qualified P7 in this one. We dropped down, I think, a little bit. Cars are not quite as high as the last
20
split.
minutes, 7th position.
I think we went from split 2250 to like 1800 and something. So
go. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
And here we go, we're off. Coming into the first turn, which is always interesting in iRacing.
You got a car on your left.
Got a car on the outside. We managed to hold them off. Coming Watkins Glen is a great track. It's a fast track. Got to be on your toes. And we managed to hold our position at the start. We know the chicane's going to be tough. People are going to try to make a move. The guy behind us, Bobby Moss, is only 0.1 behind us. But he decides to kind of hang out. I was kind of happy about that. And you can see the guys in front there shuffling. But so far, so good. Everybody's being pretty nice. We get the 21 car in front of us.
He's on your left.
And Bobby makes a move on us here.
Line.
We managed to hold him off. And we got a car that's kind of slowing down in front of us. Xander. I don't know what happened there. But he slowed down a lot.
Left side. Hold your line.
We're trying to make a move
Still
on
there.
Christian, but you can see he's trying to make it 3
Still
wide.
there. Clear on the left side.
So I tuck it inside. Christian falls back. Bobby gets him. And now we're looking at Xander. Tough corner there. Yeah, that's the hottest corner on the track right there. Coming over that rise. Car gets a little light. Got to be really careful there. And here we come for the end of lap 1. No action where we are. You know, there was some action behind us, but I'm probably not going to show you that. That really has no bearing on our race. Yeah, you could see somebody in
P6
chat said genius, so somebody got wiped out back there. And we end up in P6, so we pick up a spot. Bobby's only 0.4 behind us. Christian's just slightly behind him, so we're hoping that they do a little bit of scrapping. Bobby's closing on us again. Bobby's 0.3, right on our tail. Getting through the chicane pretty clean. We got a little scrap in front of us. Albert and Xander going at it a little bit. They're going to come in here 2 wide.
The car in front of us is Webster.
Maybe we'll get a little bit of an opportunity. And you can see they're racing. And Albert goes a little wide, and we have to back off there because I came really close to clipping his back wheel. We got a slow car right
Watch
there.
out on your left. Left side is clear.
Freak Rodriguez. I don't think that's a real name. And now he comes back at us on the inside. So
Still there.
and almost bumps us.
Clear on the right side. Car on your right.
Really tough section to go too wide here.
Your right side's clear.
He's the #1 car. So I end up holding right behind him. I just couldn't really fight him off through that section. That's a really tough section. So he must have got a slowdown or something. He had to because he dropped way back. Maybe he cut the chicane or something.
The leader has just done a 146.1. That lap was a 147.8.
So Freak managed to clear his slowdown. Bobby Moss is still in front of us. Now it's got Freak behind us, so yeah, Bobby's #1 car. I'm sorry. So we end up, we're still P6. Coming into the chicane again. Always hairy, this thing. I gave it a lot of respect, this race. If you go look at my race here, my last race here was in the USF 2000, man.
Don't let this guy distract you.
I drifted through that thing sideways, and I ended up saving it. It was the highlight of the video for me. And we're managing to hold, you know, P6. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm the #9 car, so right now I'm feeling pretty good. Feel like I'm driving good. We got Freak behind us. He's very, very close. He's nipping at our heels. Christian's right behind him. Christian's a second back, though.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
And I felt like the first race that I had on this video, I didn't feel that comfortable. But I came back a couple days later and did the second race and felt much better. Go a little wide in there, and I know I'm in trouble now. So I give up the position to Freak because I messed that corner up. I knew I was going to be in trouble.
P7. Fastest lap for Webster, 146.0. Your lap time was 147.1. That's your quickest lap in this session.
So when you mess up that bad, there's no sense fighting a guy off because you really make a bad mistake. And now I'm in trouble. Now I'm under attack from Christian. I'm under attack from Gabriel. I'm taking the defensive here.
To Reinders. Ahead is
Car left.
Christian's going to try.
Still there. Clear left.
And he has to back out. He would have got his nose chopped off there. So now Christian and Gabriel are falling back because he lost some momentum there. I got freaking Bobby fighting in front of me. I'm P7. Felt good through there, and I noticed right about now I got a second between me and the guys behind me, so they're just about out of my draft. So I'm hoping that Bobby and Freak start scrapping a little bit. Bobby's the #1 car, so I kind of expected him to break away, but he hasn't done it yet. So going on lap number 5.
Fastest lap for Van Dijk, 146.0. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is a 10th off the pace.
So you can hear Jim rattling off all the info, which is very helpful during the race. And we look at the two guys in front of us going side by side into the chicane. That's always interesting. Let's see if they get brave or somebody backs out. And it looks like Freak just backed out. Smart move, actually. Somebody's got to back out there or you both wipe out. That lets me close on Freak a little bit. He goes wide there. You could see he lost. He was pushing bad.
Watch the right side.
That allowed me to get under him.
Right side is
and
clear.
I got him now. So I made a mistake earlier.
Good move, mate.
And he got me, and he made a mistake there, and I got him. Same kind of mistake, I think. We both went wide. So now I'm trying to stay with Bobby and hopefully put some space between me and Freak. So coming to the end of lap 5, the lap's going by pretty quick. Not bad here at Watkins Glen. You know, just under 2 minutes a lap. A little brush of the wall there, but this was my best lap of the race.
Fastest lap for Van Dijk, 145.8. The gap to Reinders behind is increasing. It's now 0.8. P6.
So P6, best lap of the race, 146.7. And we got a little gap behind us now. Got a little gap behind us now. Jim got me confused there in the background. Yeah. If we can get Freak to a second, get him out of our draft, we might have a chance. I'm having a hard time catching Bobby. He's the #1 car, and I'm really struggling to catch him. You can see he's starting to break away from me. I'm starting to lose him here. And I get that push there. That's the same thing Freak did on the last lap. Right the same corner.
10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
Just
halfway home. Fuel looks good.
Overdrove it a little bit. Got a little push. Same there. Again. 2 in a row.
Loss ahead is increasing.
And we got a car off to the left. That's Albert Webster. He was in P4, so that's going to put us up another place. That's going to put us in P5. Looks like he just caught the grass and went off. I mean, that you can catch the grass with your right rear there and go off. We'll go take a look at that. Okay, here's Albert Webster in the #6 car. He was P4. He's coming down here, gets around there okay, and gets a little wide, just clips his right rear, just like I said. Goes into a spin, loses his back wing, and that's it for Albert. All right, let's get back to the race. Here we go. We're P5 now. Albert's out. Lap number 6. 6 of 12, halfway home. Still trying to hang with Bobby, but he's gapping us. Yeah, I can't keep up with him. But the guys behind us are 2 seconds back now. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point.
P5, keep it coming, man. This is great.
Yeah, P5. Just drive good, come home with the top 5, that'd be nice. But usually for me, things aren't that easy. When you race once a week, it's tough. It's tough to be consistent. It's tough not to make mistakes. I noticed last season in the F4, I think I did a lot better than I did this season. This season, I struggled. Truthfully, I'm still gonna stick with it. Hopefully I'll be better next season. You know what happened? I took some lessons in the middle of the season and worked on changing my driving style, and I really struggled. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So I think I'm starting to get a little more comfortable with what I was learning, but and I think I'm kind of maybe went a little back to what I was doing, but I don't know. Maybe I'm doing a hybrid. Maybe I'm improving. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Tough to tell. I know I'm not fast. I'm still, you know, what, a second off the leaders? So I'm trying to get up to where the leaders are, and I just can't seem to find out why I can't get that pace. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys in my position in racing, iRacing. So if I figure it out, guys, you'll be the first to know, I promise you.
The gap to Reinders behind is now 0.8. That lap time was 147.4. The guy behind has just done a 146.1. You've got half your fuel left. Your lap times are pretty consistent.
Alright, so Jim seems fairly happy that we're in 5th place, and lap times are consistent. We're hanging in there. Trying for a top 5. Freak is, I don't know what happened, but Freak is really closed on us this lap. He's .03 and Michael's .08.
Don't be distracted. Defend your position.
Yeah, these guys have closed on me big time. I didn't think I had that bad of a lap. You know, I did a 147.3, which isn't that far off. But Freak must have had a really good lap. Looks like he might have did a 146.1. So he really, really made up a lot of time on us. So now it's going to become a problem for me. Feeling the pressure. That's another thing, racing once a week.
The next car is Moss.
You don't do really good under pressure when you race once a week. I think you need to race a lot to just kind of ignore the pressure behind you. But when you race once a week and you know you're not that fast, it's tough. So Freak's .02, 0.2, I'm sorry. And he's going to make a move on us here. He gives us a little tap in the back. I guess he wanted to let me know he was there. I'm surprised he didn't take his wing off. Hit me pretty hard there. If that was me hitting somebody like that, I would have got a 4X. So I end up going defensive here. He's going on the outside.
On your left.
I'm trying to push him over a little.
Still there. You're clear on the left side.
Come on, man, keep pushing.
I end up getting him there, but I go a
minutes.
little wide, and boy, tough to
10
hold
minutes
on
of
to
fuel
it
remaining.
there. But I managed to hold him off, and now that brings Michael into play. So I'm hoping that him and Michael start fighting again, and I can gap him a little bit. But the truth is, I was starting to feel the pressure right about now. Got a pretty slow exit there. You could hear the engine bog down. But look at my lap time for a 147.2. That's kind of what I've been doing the whole race. I had one really good lap, but, you know, low 147s. I missed the gear shift there. That ain't going to help. Coming over this rise, which is always slippery, but...
The gap to Moss ahead is now 3.3.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking there.
Track limits.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. Had a little brain cramp there. And here we go. So Freak 0.7. Michael ends up getting by him. Mike 0.6. So those guys have been behind me, you know, for a long time now. And Michael's starting to close on me now.
Griffin is closing the gap. It's now 0.4.
So you can see the last lap I was pretty slow. 147.7. I go defensive again. And I end up losing it. I end up hitting a bump. Had too much steering in. Now I gotta wait until cars go by. And I'm watching the Delta. I got David coming up. I stay inside, let him go by.
We just had a warning for cutting the track.
Yeah, Sean's coming now. I managed to get out in front of Sean, but at this point, I don't know where I am. And you can see my tires are pretty messed up right now. That corner was an adventure. So I know I lost a bunch of places there. Now remember, I started P7. I'm car number 9. I was in 5th.
10th position.
Now I'm in 10th. You can see Sean's thinking about going inside, but he doesn't. I'm starting to get my tires back, and I'm trying to get my composure back, truthfully. And I start feeling right about now like I'm settling back down. Because I felt pretty good on this track.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Yep, and now we're down to like 1 or 2 laps left, and that's it. And I'm P10. And here comes Sean. I got to go defensive again. He's trying to get... I hate when people do that. You go in and they try to get inside. But I keep them
Still
outside.
There. Clear left.
But... he ends up going out on an off track and picking up enough speed to get by me. So now I'm P11. But I'm not giving up yet. I'm on the outside of Sean.
On your right.
Now he's going to have to take the line I took over the bump.
Hold your line. Right side is clear.
I actually let him go.
Watch your right side. Yellow
And we
flag.
got a car in
Clear on
front
the
of
right
us.
side.
That's Christian LaFranco. And he was in front of us, and now he's out. So that hopefully brings us back to P10. I'm still trying to get my composure back. Still trying to race a little. I'm trying to at least get back to where I started at P7. I know top 5's out now. I think we only have 1 more lap left. And here we come. You can see the car starting to push a little. Getting a lot of understeer. We got smoke in front. And that looks like freaking. It looks like he just took out Sean. So we got gifted 2 spots. We're going to have to go take a look at that at the end of the race.
1 gallon remaining.
So let's see where we are. I don't even know where we are anymore. Come down the start-finish line. We got David in front of us now. I haven't even seen him before.
P7.
P7.
White flag. 1 more to go.
Back to where we started. Okay, we're going to go take a look at Christian LaFranco. He lost it in the chicane here. You can see he comes through. Takes a little wide line, tries to save it, and once you're over there, you can't save it. Puts himself into the wall, and that's it. He's out. You can see me coming up right there. I'm getting past. Oof. We just made it. All right, now we're going to look at Freak Regendas. He comes around the corner, and he just loses it. And you can see he backs into 2 cars, and then he tries to go forward, and boy, that was bad, Freak. All right, we're going to look at David Whitehouse. He's right behind Freak. Freak spins. David gets by him and just gets clip up, manages to make it by. Here's the cockpit cam of Sean Patrick Murphy. And he sees Freak spin. He tries to follow, and he doesn't get so lucky. He gets wiped out. Here comes Gabriel Lopez in his cockpit cam, the number 10 car, and he comes around, and he's the guy that Freak kind of drove into right there. That was just horrible. That's the same way I got wiped out in the first race. All right, let's get back to the race. Okay, so here we are on the last lap, I believe. Yeah, white flag. Here we go. Well, it was an interesting race.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
A lot of highs and lows in that race. I felt, I don't know, not great when it was over because I was in P5 and I really messed that one up, guys. I wasn't really feeling super good after this race. But, you know, when you race once a week, I have to say anything top 10's probably okay. I'm pretty competitive, so I like to do better than that. And you can see I'm trying to get David here, but I just don't have enough time. I'm actually closing on him. You see I'm 6/10. End up 4/10, but running out of track. Having my best lap of the race, probably because there's light fuel in there. Oh! And I lost it right there. I hit the grass. But I managed to save it. Oh my God. That was like my heart was in my throat, guys. So, exciting finish.
P7. That's the end of the race. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind is right. I always tend to make it interesting. All right. Well, now that my heart attack is over, let's go take a look at the stats. Strength of field, 1781. Plus 43 to our I rating, plus 0.08 to our safety rating. P7, not terrible. 2 incident points, not terrible. And I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Please ring the bell for future notifications. Please leave a comment. I answer all comments. And I will see you next time.